HarperCollins presents Screwtape Proposes a Toast and Other Pieces by C.S. Lewis, read by Peter Noble. Screwtape Proposes a Toast. I was often asked or advised to add to the original Screwtape Letters, but for many years I felt not the least inclination to do it. Though I'd never written anything more easily, I never wrote with less enjoyment. The ease came, no doubt, from the fact that the device of diabolical letters, once you've thought of it, exploits itself spontaneously, like Swift's Big and Little Men, or the medical and ethical philosophy of Erewhon as Anstey's Garuda Stone. It would run away with you for 1,000 pages if you gave it its head, but though it was easy to twist one's mind into the diabolical attitude, it was not fun, or not for long. The strain produced a sort of spiritual cramp. The world into which I had to project myself while I spoke through Screwtape was all dust, grit, thirst, and itch. Every trace of beauty, freshness, and geniality had to be excluded. It almost smothered me before I was done. It would have smothered my readers if I had prolonged it. I had, moreover, a sort of grudge against my book for not being a different book, which no one could write. Ideally, Screwtape's advice to Wormwoods should have been balanced by archangelical advice to the patient's guardian angel. Without this, the picture of human life is lopsided. But who could supply the deficiency? Even if a man, and he would have to be a far better man than I, could scale the spiritual heights required, what answerable style could he use? For the style would really be part of the content. Mere advice would be no good. Every sentence would have to smell of heaven. And nowadays, even if you could write prose like Traherne's, you wouldn't be allowed to, for the canon of functionalism has disabled literature for half its functions. At bottom, every ideal of style dictates not only how we should say things, but what sort of things we may say. Then, as years went on and the stifling experience of writing the letters became a weaker memory, reflections on this and that which seemed somehow to demand Screwtapian treatment began to occur to me. I was resolved never to write another letter. The idea of something like a lecture or address hovered vaguely in my mind, now forgotten, now recalled, never written. Then came an invitation from the Saturday Evening Post, and that pressed the trigger. C.S.L. The scene is in hell at the annual dinner of the Tempters Training College for Young Devils. The principal, Dr. Slubgob, has just proposed the health of the guests. Screwtape, who is the guest of honour, rises to reply. Mr. Principal, your Eminence, your disgraces, my thorns, shadies, and gentle devils, it is customary on these occasions for the speaker to address himself chiefly to those among you who have just graduated, and who will very soon be posted to official tempterships on earth. It is a custom I willingly obey. I well remember with what trepidation I awaited my own first appointment. I hope and believe that each one of you has the same uneasiness tonight. Your career is before you. Hell expects and demands that it should be, as mine was, one of unbroken success. If it is not, you know what awaits you. I have no wish to reduce the wholesome and realistic element of terror, the unremitting anxiety which must act as the lash and spur to your endeavours. How often you will envy the humans their faculty of sleep. Yet at the same time I would wish to put before you a moderately encouraging view of the strategical situation as a whole. Your dreaded principal has included in a speech full of points something like an apology for the banquet which he has set before us. Well, gentle devils, no one blames him. But
Sample complete. Ready to continue?